after we dropped our first piece on our new wireless long anchor racing scales, I got a lot of technical questions in our inbox about why it's so important. Do only the elite pro mod racers do it? Do bracket racers need to do it? What does it mean? What do the weight means? How much nose percentage? The long and short of it is if you don't know where you are in any part of your racing program, you don't know how you got where you're at, and you don't know where you're going. Racing cars is expensive by design. Testing race cars is expensive. I can normally eliminate 5 or 6 test runs that you're going to have to make when you take out a combination just by scaling the car at the racetrack. Things like nose weight percentage, static weight is very important. I get a lot of questions about nose weight. Is 50% too good? Is 52% too heavy? And my answer is every combination is different. But when you come up with your static number, I like to use a static number on front and rear weight rather than percentage, because a 2,500 pound car will not have the same nose weight percentage as a 2,750 pound car. So I have a pound front and back that I like. A lot of people ignore corner weight. We put the Shadow 3.0 on scales just now. It had a 210 pound corner weight difference on the left rear. Now that's bad. What that means is one of my 4 springs is probably bad, or I have something going on one of the shocks or struts that needs to be adjusted. Now, if you didn't know that, the car's sitting level. It is ready to go to the racetrack. We take to the track. It would take a left turn and pirouette into the stands for about 5 runs while I'm renting a racetrack for $3,500 a day. So not only does our scale keep track of where we're at, we can adjust it in the shop and the air conditioning. We're not out there in the heat. And I can generally, within 1 run, make your car go straight as an arrow. Their wireless tablet deal is awesome. You can save your setups. And then I was actually sitting in the car earlier and I have them messing with the sway bar with me in there looking at it. The days of tripping over cords and wires are far behind us. First thing that's going to happen when you bring your car in KTR, if you want us to consult on your chassis, is I'm going to scale the car. I'm going to give you a sheet of where it's at when you started, and I'm going to give you a sheet where it is when it leaves. If you have the biggest thing that we chase in drag racing is variable change. You don't ever know when a component's going to fail. When a shock absorber is not doing what it's supposed to. Do I have a bad set of tires? Is that why the car is going left or right? In the bracket racing world, scaling the car and knowing exactly what your optimal chassis setup is a tremendous advantage when it comes to being consistent. We have X amount of horsepower. If you got 1,000 horsepower and you're using 10% of your power driving the car left and right all over the track, you're not going to be able to dial it tight. You're not going to be able to drive the stripe like you need to. You're going to spend too much of your time driving all over the track. So really, from a beginning level to a pro level like what we're at, having a good accurate measurement on scale corner weight, keeping track of it in my logbook is something we do at KTR. Technical piece, it was lengthy. Thank you guys for spending some time with you, and we'll see you in Indy.